Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome to the Excavation of Hob's Barrow, a point-and-click adventure game by Cloak and Dagger Games, published by Wadjet Eye Games, and the game that pretty much everyone I've spoken to has as their adventure game of the year for 2022, so I can't wait to dive into this one. It's a bit of a folk horror game. I don't really know what to expect, except that I've been told the atmosphere is incredible the whole way through. Right, that's happening. Let's just jump in. I played the demo of this back when it was called Incantamentum. I believe it's come a very long way since then. It's got over 1,000 very positive reviews on Steam, so I think we're in for a real treat with this, and I've been dying to play it for quite a while now. So, I mean, there's been some unbelievable adventure games coming out, you know, that I've been featuring on the channel. First, Return to Monkey Island, then Lucy Dreaming, now this, spoilt for choice, so can't wait to see what happens in this one.
Ah, Miss Bateman. Welcome back to Ticehurst House. It's been quite some time.
Smoking a pipe.
Terrible weather this evening, is it not?
Does look pretty
Miss
bad.
Bateman has had enough of me smoking inside. Makes her cough, you see.
Right.
A bit of rain won't kill me, will it?
Hopefully not.
You mustn't be interested in me nattering on. Give my regards to your father. Nurse Blaketon is preparing his supper.
Right, I'm going to switch the light off so we're in the dark.
You look pale, Miss Bateman. Do head inside.
We will.
Catch your death out here.
Not saying much, are we? Okay, here we go. Oh. That's ominous.
Dearest Mother, I hope this letter will reach you. I have spent these past years in torment, trying to piece together what remains of fractured memories. What I am about to recount to you will seem beyond comprehension, but I beg for your patience.
Sheep. It's really cool the way they
endeavour
move.
to explain the events that led me to Ticehurst House that night. As far as I can recall, this whole wretched story started with the receipt of a letter from a Mr. Leonard Shoulder.
Wow, look at that close-up.
The letter brought me to the isolated village of Bewlay, deep in the moors.
There's like a very subtle, like, rumbling in the sound on a headset. It's really clever. It's quite eerie. I thought it was actually something
No station master in sight.
outside.
I hope the village isn't too far away. I can't recall our exact meeting place. Mr. Shoulder mentioned it in his letter.
Okay. Left click to walk, interact, right click to examine. Okay, fine. Yeah, top of the screen. Right click to examine. Yeah, okay. Seems like double click and exit to teleport to it. Yeah, basic point and click controls. We've got a quick save as well with F5 and a quick load, which is nice. M for map. Spacebar shows interactable hotspots. We probably won't use that unless we have to. I like that though. It's good for new people who maybe don't play adventure games very
My mother
often.
always told me not to walk on railway tracks.
Yeah, and that's probably wise actually. Bewlay.
If I take the sign, how would the trains know where to stop?
Good point. Is anyone in the window?
Hello there.
No, it doesn't look like there is anyone. Alright, so we've got some money, we've got a handkerchief, and we've got the letter. Can we, let's have a look at the letter. Dear Miss Bateman, I write this letter in the hope of piquing your curiosity. I read about your expertise in barrows, and if I understand correctly, you are writing a book on them and the treasures they contain. I live in the village of Bewlay, where a most special barrow can be found on the outskirts. It is rectangular in form and is certainly tall enough to stand up in. The place is steeped in local legend, and there is rumour of secrets to be found deep within. I hope you will not misunderstand me and find this letter intrusive. If you wish to visit Bewlay and excavate the Barrow, I'll be pleased to be your guide. Please send your response to the Plough and Furrow Inn, Bewlay. I shall await your letter. Yours respectfully, Mr. Leonard Shoulder. Okay, now there's somebody here. Dear Miss Bateman, marvellous news. I shall meet you at 8 o'clock in the evening on the 14th of this new month at the Plough and Furrow Inn, Bewlay. The inn has fine rooms which will find adequate for your short stay. When we meet, I shall tell you more of the circumstances surrounding the site, which is referred to locally as Hob's Barrow. It is not located on my own land, but we will have no issue gaining permission to excavate. I wish you a safe journey. Okay.
I must make my way to the Plough and Furrow Inn.
So this bit was in the demo. I remember getting to the inn and looking around a little bit, and that was, you know, the first look that I did of that as a woman.
I swear she was not standing there a moment ago.
She wasn't. She seemed to sneak in while we were reading the letter.
Excuse me? Yes?
Plough and Furrow Inn?
I'm looking for the Plough and Furrow Inn. Do you know where I can find it?
Aye, young lady. Leave the station and follow the dry stone wall for around half a mile. You'll come to Bewlay. Go straight ahead and you'll find the market square. The inn is t'other side at square.
Thank you very much.
Fine, we can do that. Let's ask about Bewlay.
What can you tell me about Bewlay?
Well, it used to be a thriving village. Not so much now. I don't spend much time there these days.
Are you local?
Ah, yes, a local I am. But I don't live in the village.
Huh.
Where are you travelling to today?
That would be none of your business, young lady.
Quite. Apologies. I wish you a pleasant journey.
But it's an adventure game, so we've got to ask these questions.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
Of course, the very talented Sally Beaumont provided voices in this game as well. We had her on as a guest on the Point and Click Adventurers podcast, and I think it was probably the most fun interview we've had ever in the history of the podcast so far. Just thoroughly entertaining and fascinating to listen to. So if you haven't checked that out, go and check it out. You can find it on my channel page.
What brings you to Bewlay?
Now who's not minding their own business?
Pardon?
What brings you to Bewlay, miss?
Tell the truth, I have nothing to hide. Lie, she looks superstitious. Let's tell the truth. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm here to visit a local landmark, Hob's Barrow.
Hob's Barrow? Well, I can't say I've heard of it.
Yeah.
For what reason?
I wish to excavate it.
Grave robber, are you?
Not at all. I merely have an interest in antiquities.
Not much to be found in Bewlay, if you ask me.
Okay.
You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
I'll take my chances.
Can't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, it sounded mildly threatening, that, didn't it?
That was odd.
Very odd. Right, well, we can head off to the exit, and that's about it. I mean, can we open this door?
Hello? A door of fine construction.
It's a very sturdy looking door, isn't it? Alright, well, exit. Ooh, okay. I'm suddenly feeling very on edge. Doesn't take much, I know. I know I'm a bit of a coward. But yeah, suddenly very much on edge. Hello. Hello, Mr. Crow. Nice to see. Can we press M yet? No, we don't have a map yet. We've got the handkerchief. We've got a to-do list. Oh, meet Mr. Shoulder to discuss Hob's Barrow. Okay. Locate the Plough and Furrow Inn. Oh, cool. Okay, nice. I like that. Helps me keep my my mind in check. Bye. Okay, so there's some doors here we can head on. Let's
The old woman told me to go straight ahead to get to the inn. I'll have time to explore tomorrow.
Okay, no detours for now then. I probably did exactly the same thing when I played the demo. What? It must have been 18 months ago now, maybe even nearly 2 years ago. There's an anvil here.
Beating raw metal into a fine object is an admirable skill.
I love the setting. It's really good. All right, so we've got to go
It is rusty and full of holes.
straight to the inn, which I'm guessing is here.
I can't take the sign, nor do I want to.
Is this it?
The sign is in a shabby state, but the shop appears to be a cobbler's.
Okay, cobblers. Fine. We'll find the. Oh, this is all boarded up. Ah, no, this has got the makings of an inn.
The Plough and Furrow Inn. The inn where I am to meet Mr. Shoulder.
Okay, in we go.
Plough and Furrow. I have a bit of time before Mr. Shoulder arrives. I should inquire about a room.
Yeah, let's do that. By the way, if you guys could do me a massive favour, if anyone watching this could hit that like button down below the video, especially on the first episode of a series, apparently it really helps with the algorithm in getting YouTube to push like the entire series out to new people that haven't seen my channel before. So getting the word out to more people about adventure games and what we do on here is always a nice thing, so I would massively appreciate that if you could do it. Who's this man? It's a bit drunk.
What's the young lady doing out alone in this sodden weather?
I'm heading to the Plough and Furrow. Get out of the way, sir, you're drunk. What are you doing out in this weather? I mean, it's a fair point.
I'm heading to the Plough and Furrow.
Bloody good pub, that.
Yeah, I can see.
It has the finest ales in the whole county. Oh, I'll take you there if you like.
I think...
I believe we are standing directly in front of it.
Yeah.
Oh, so we are.
How many have you had?
Please,
Yes.
give us a kiss now, won't you?
That's going to be a no. Ugh. What an attractive specimen. Humour him. He usually works with men. Slap him. I have no time for this. Deflect question. Let's slap him.
How dare you?
Can we actually slap him? Oh, we can.
Wench.
Well, he didn't like that, did he? But, you know,
A buffoon.
off he goes. Achievement unlocked. The slap. I mean, that might have been a bad thing to do. I don't know, but...
I should speak to the innkeeper about a room.
yeah, let's do that. Okay, game saved. Did that go in the to-do list? Yeah, it did. Rent a room. Nice. Okay. There's a man here. Let's just speak to the innkeeper first.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, lass. How can I help you?
A room?
I am in need of a room for the night.
Aye, we aren't short of those.
Good.
One night, is it?
I shall need at least 2 nights, maybe more.
Aye, 'tis not a problem. 3 shilling per night. That includes your dinner and tea.
A fair price.
I'll need that payment up front for the 2 nights.
Okay, fine. Well, we can do that.
This is payment for the room.
Thank you. Can I ask for your name, lass?
Thomasina Bateman.
And will Mr. Bateman be staying with us tonight?
No,
No, I am not wed.
we're not wed.
My assistant is arriving in Bewlay tomorrow.
Your assistant, you say? Will you be needing another room?
Please.
I'll keep a room spare. It's not quite as nice as yours, I'm afraid.
Ah, that's fine.
Not a problem, sir. I'm sure it will be adequate. Kenneth is a man of inexpensive taste.
Here's your key.
Thank you.
Just go through the door to the right of the bar, then up the stairs. Room number 2.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can I help you with your luggage?
No, thank you, sir. I can manage.
Ah, it's very friendly,
I
isn't
should
he?
go upstairs and freshen up before Mr. Shoulder arrives.
Alright, let's do that, and then we can come down and maybe speak to a couple of people and whatever. Is this the way up? Oh yeah, here we go. Nice.
This shall do nicely.
It's a nice room, actually.
Time to change into something more comfortable. Much better.
Yeah, more practical. Certainly. Right, there's a jug of water and a bowl. Can we have a bit of water?
This may come in handy.
Oh. We're going to take the jug. Alright, what about
I
the
don't
bowl?
wish to carry the bowl around with me.
No, you know, because we want the jug of water but not the bowl. Let's have a look in the
I can't
wardrobe.
dress inside. Aside from that, the wardrobe is empty.
Okay, what's this up here?
I've
Anything?
stored my case in there. A box within a box.
Boxception. There's a matchbox here. Can we take this?
Ah, complementary matches. Useful.
Yeah, we can. Nice.
There's only 1 match left, though.
Ah, no. Okay. Got a candle.
As the only light source in the room, I ought to leave this here.
Fine. In the drawers.
Jammed shut. The wood must have warped over the years.
Fine.
I don't want to take the painting with me.
There's a plate.
A decorative plate depicting a goat.
Okay.
A painting of surprising quality. It portrays a rocky outcrop overlooking a vast moor. Perhaps a local landmark.
Perhaps the Barrow. Hob's Barrow. Okay. Should we talk to the innkeeper? Ask about Mr. Shoulder?
Miss Bateman, you've transformed.
I feel far more comfortable in my outdoor clothing.
You look like one of those explorers you see in the newspaper.
I guess you could call me an explorer of sorts.
I'm Stanley. Stanley Kemp.
Hello, Stanley.
Pleasure to meet you, Stanley.
And tell me, I trust your room is adequate.
It's very nice.
Most adequate.
Excellent.
Okay, let's ask some other things before we ask about Leonard. Bewlay.
What can you tell me about Bewlay?
Aye, it's a quiet place. People keep to themselves, work hard.
I look forward to exploring the village tomorrow.
There's not a lot to see, lass. But St. Edmund's Church is a fine building, worth a visit.
Okay. Stanley, what about you?
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Kemp.
Well, I've been the proprietor of this inn for the last 16 years. I worked as a drover all over the country in my younger days. Saved up my coin and bought this place.
Cool.
It's a fine inn.
Thank you. I often run short of ale, but my rooms are rarely full. We don't get many outsiders wanting to stay overnight here in Bewlay.
Okay. Leonard? I'm looking for a man named named Leonard Shoulder. Why can't I say that?
I'm looking for a man named Leonard Shoulder.
Aye, I know the man.
I'm to meet him here tonight.
Can I get you something to drink while you wait?
Not yet, thank you.
What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
What can you tell me about Mr. Shoulder?
Aye, he's a quiet fellow. He only comes here to check his post.
Yes, I've been corresponding with him using this address.
Have you now? You found yourself an admirer.
Not quite.
What business do you have with old Leonard then?
Nothing to hide. Lie. Can you be? I don't feel like we need to lie to everyone and sort of build up this reputation of potentially being a bit of a shady person who's from out of town. So.
Well, if you must know, I am what some people call a barrow digger.
A what?
A barrow digger.
What in God's name is that?
Are you familiar with tumuli?
Afraid not.
Barrow is another word for tumulus, or tumuli in the plural. A profoundly interesting subject.
You've lost me.
I excavate ancient burial sites looking for relics. A barrow is traditionally a circular mound of raised earth enclosing a burial chamber.
Oh, aye? You're a grave robber?
No.
I am no such thing.
Don't worry, lass. I've met all sorts in here over the years. I won't tell anyone.
I assure you, my goal is more noble than petty grave robbery.
Yeah.
What sort of relics do you find then? Gold? Silver? Bones?
Well, rarely gold or silver, but treasures certainly. Ancient pottery is the most common find. I've been excavating barrows all over the country. I'm documenting my findings in preparation for my book. It shall be called Vestiges of the Antiquities in Rural England.
Oh, aye. Very interesting. But what does old Leonard have to do with this?
He sent me a letter in which he told me about an unusual barrow in Bewlay. A site called Hob's Barrow. I'm meeting him here this evening to find out more.
I've lived here nigh on my whole life, and I've heard nought about a Hob's Barrow.
Huh? Why does no one know about it? Hob's Barrow.
Are you sure you've never heard of Hob's Barrow?
Not in my life, lass, but I'll tell you something. The moors stretch further than the eyes can see once you leave this village. There's no doubt many a discovery to be made.
Mr. Shoulder said the barrow is well known locally, a place of legend.
I'm afraid you're going to have to speak to him about it.
Okay.
Why are you interested in digging around in the dirt, lass? Haven't you better things to do with your time?
I enjoy nothing more than the thrill of discovery, uncovering the past and piecing together our history. I inherited this passion from my father.
Oh, a barrow digger too, were he?
Indeed. He would take me with him on excavations as a child.
Does he still come with you now, on your own adventures?
I'm afraid my father's been bedbound by illness for many years.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, lass.
Thank you, Mr. Kemp. He is well looked after at a private hospital. Thanks for your time.
As you were.
Nice. Well, he seems like a nice enough fella, doesn't he? Wow, very strong start. I'm really enjoying this. The vibe is brilliant. There's something slightly uneasy about it all, isn't there? And the fact that nobody knows what Hob's Barrow is, despite it being apparently in this area, makes me feel a little bit uncomfortable. So we'll pick this up in the next one. I'm really looking forward to playing more. So as always, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons Arcades Games, Wayne Nate, Terminally Nerdy, Paul from the Phantom Fellows, Lyle, Barry Aldridge, Hobo, Numinous and Coumadin. And I'll see you next time.